Hi there, Virgo. It's Amanda here with your Teen RuneScope. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I encourage you to watch the previous videos for the previous months and the yearly overview for Teen if you're new here. That will let you know if the readings resonate for you. And if they do, please do click the subscribe button. That will allow you to be notified when videos are posted each month. That way you don't have to go looking for me all over YouTube. This month, in conjunction with the runes, I'm going to be using the Pagan Tarot. And this is by Gina Pace with artwork by Luca Raimondo and Cristiano Spadoni. So, after this reading, I will be, of course, pulling one card for your spiritual guidance over on the Vimeo page. This month, I'm using the Viking Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. I'm really excited to get that deck. I was waiting on it. I had pre-ordered. But I'm going to be using the majors from that deck. So for part 2 of this reading, meet me over on Vimeo. You'll find the link below. Just click or tap, show more. So let's see which runes want to talk to Virgo from the team. Go. May 2017. Now, as always, Virgo, please do keep in mind these are not private readings. So some messages will be for you, others will be for other Virgos that are watching, since we've got so many people watching these videos. If you would like something far more specific, you can schedule a private consultation with me, and I encourage you to do so, because then I can connect directly with your energy and we can talk about specifically what's going on for you. So you can also watch the video for your rising sign as well to get additional information or messages. So in these general readings, it's always a good idea to watch rising sign and or moon sign as well as your sun sign. Let's see what we've got going on for Virgos and Teen. Your challenge or focus, we've got the, for the tarot card, we've got the Elder of Swords coming up. So this could be, I feel like for you, this is a boss or someone who controls your money. Could be your spouse or your husband if you are, if they kind of handle the finances. But this is normally an air sign person. So Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. He could also be a lawyer or a consultant or an expert of some sort that is communicating with you, giving you information. Could be a financial advisor because we've got Fehu here. But he is coming up as the challenge. So I feel like this is somebody for any of you that you are talking to about, it could be your boss, you're talking to them about a promotion and waiting to hear back, or you could be negotiating a salary with this person. And he could be a female as well in these general readings. Any of the court cards can be male or female, either one in these general readings. So could also be a female. But this is somebody that you are working with, communicating with about money, about finances, you know, about a divorce, about a money settlement, about the sale of a house. You could be a real estate agent. But this person is somebody who may be for you riding into battle for you. So that normally is associated with the Knights, but with this rune here, Tyr, it is one of victory, of you know, not letting anything get in the way, just moving forward and kind of plowing through obstacles. So, and I feel like this person is doing that for you or giving you advice on how to do that. Yeah, and for any of you, this is an expert, a doctor, a lawyer, someone who's going to get a settlement for you, someone who's going to help you get a job or a promotion. So for some of you, your challenge is to be bringing up money or bringing up salary. You may already be talking to somebody about a job and they want to hire you, but it's like, we haven't talked about salary yet, of course, and you're kind of maybe feeling awkward about bringing it up. But you know, I feel like once you kind of got going on this, it's going to be, you know, it's always kind of awkward to bring that up, which is ridiculous. It's the main reason we all work. So, And obviously you need to get that nailed down before you decide whether or not to take a job. Now, in the present, we've got the Eight of Swords in reverse. So this is the energy for moving into in general. For some of you, it may happen later in there, or it may have already happened in all. Again, some of you watching, time is going to be different for all of you, how you're moving through these energies and the speed with which you're dealing with them. But this is a release from a confining or prison situation, a release from a rut, a release from feeling stuck. And for many of you, this may have to do with, yes, moving. Again, we were kind of talking about this could be a real estate agent or changing from one job to another. And this brings you a lot of joy. So I feel like for you, as it starts, you're in negotiations, you are getting ready to either move, change residence, sell a home, or move to a new job. And it's kind of getting you out from underneath something. Maybe the house was too expensive, the house you were living in, or maybe it was too big and too much to take care of, and now you're downsizing. Or maybe you just didn't like the neighborhood, you didn't like your neighbors, and you had to get out. You're like, this isn't working for me. And I do have Othila here, which is the rune of real estate, property, inheritance, wills, all of that stuff. So yes, this could be a lawyer working on legalities, working to get you an inheritance, working to get you money for your house, working to free you from this situation. This could also be a contractor helping you fix up a house so you can sell it, or helping you fix some things so that you can get out of there. Because yeah, we've got a lot of, with Rido, change, travel, movement, a shift from one house to another, a shift from one job to another. Again, it'll be different. One or two of you will be doing both. You'll be moving house for a job. So be very careful in this process to not listen to detractors. I feel like there'll be somebody kind of trying to talk you out of changing jobs, or trying to talk you out of moving and or making this big change. You find that people are not very supportive, and that's okay. You feel, Virgo, in your gut that this is the right thing to do. It's what you need to do. Now, for some of you, these are just the people that are, talking behind your back, upset because you got the promotion, or jealous that you got the job, or they don't like the way the will was handled. They feel like it wasn't fair because certain things went to you, or certain money or property went to you. Now, the help that's going to be available in the month of May, we've got the Devil in reverse. So yeah, release from bondage, release from a toxic relationship, release from an addictive relationship, release from a relationship where someone was an addict, release from an addiction yourself. So for some of you, maybe you had that, had issues with that, you took care of it, and now you're moving leaps and bounds forward here. I feel like for you, this is like release from a toxic domestic situation, a toxic family situation, a toxic marriage, a toxic relationship. So any of you are with both of these, just kind of reiterating the same thing. It's very much a cause for celebration, because you're really feeling just joy at finally being able to move forward after being stuck for what seemed like a really long period of time. For some of you, maybe it was 8 months, 8 years of just being stuck. And now you're finally able to move forward. And sometimes relationships themselves, sometimes we can be addicted to a person, and you've finally broken that. That's going to be the help to you. It's just remembering how toxic a situation was, or how bad it was when you were at your worst, if this was an addiction issue, or when it was at its kind of highest level, when it was the worst for you, what your rock bottom was. Just keeping that in mind is going to help you never return to that. Some of you are dealing with old childhood issues, childhood memories. This could be something you've been working through in therapy, and that's what releases you. Again, this could be a therapist or an expert that you're talking to that is able to kind of bring these things up so you can deal with them, and then you're moving forward. You're finally feeling this burden just lift. Now, what must be accepted about the month of May. We've got the Four of Cups as the tarot card here. And this is saying there are going to be some offers that you will not accept or that you're not thrilled by. Because we were kind of talking about negotiations for property, for a settlement of some sort, for monies, a salary. Don't accept anything that, don't accept less than what you need. And certainly most of us want a little bit more than that, right? So go into that situation or go into any negotiations or any settlements knowing what you will not, like this is the amount I must have and I will not settle for any less than this. Because you're going to get some lowball offers is what this is saying. It's like, yeah, there are offers on the table, but I don't really like them. Or there are job offers on the table, but I'm not really thrilled about them. Hold out for the one that you are excited about, because this is saying that you will be in the right place at the right time to either find exactly the right job, or there's just a lot of protection around you for this, or for getting the amount you feel you deserve in a settlement or negotiation. So don't accept less than what you know you deserve, Virgo. Because I feel like whatever you set, that's either going to be it, or, it'd be a while before a raise or before you can work up to what you really need to have coming in when it comes to a salary, or what you need to buy another house. So, definitely keep that number solid. It's non-negotiable, right? Now, the outcome here could be the end of May, but not necessarily. Just kind of the outcome of all of this. Because I feel like this whole story, it could take all of May, but this could also be just like, this all happens in like 1 week or a few days. But yeah, we have the Elemental of Pentacles. This is equivalent to the Page of Pentacles in other decks. So yeah, for you, this is a new job. This is a new financial beginning, a rebirth that you are walking into, moving into, or a new state of being, a new purchase that you are, a new home that you are moving into, something you're investing in that is new. So yeah, this could indicate training as well, on the job training. Some of you you negotiate this new salary or this new job at the beginning of it, and then by the end of it, you're in training, or, you're getting, I'm seeing a lot of materials coming in. So either you're reading, maybe taking some tests, that sort of thing, maybe part of the process, but you're doing really well with the Page of Pentacles here, because this indicates somebody who is a fast learner, or they're willing to put in the effort required to learn new skills, to do whatever they need to do to make a change. For some of you, this could be an earth sign child, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn child. Doesn't necessarily have to be young, because we tend to see our children as, our little kids anyway, but no matter what age they are. But this could be maybe your child is moving with you, or going to be coming to stay at your new place, and you're fixing things up, or you move to a bigger space so that they could have their own room, or a bigger room. Or so that they could go to college. You may have a kid going off to college in the fall. So maybe they're graduating in May, and you're working out like what's going to happen in the fall, where they're going, what their plans are for that, or they're going into training for a job because they're going to work over the summer, that sort of energy. But there's a lot of learning going on, but also a job offer on the table. For you Virgos, for you, or it's for one of your children, a pretty exciting chance to go study at a certain school, or to take a job. So yeah, be patient. I feel like you need to be patient with yourself, especially if you're learning or in training in Virgo, because it's kind of like, I'm feeling like I should know all of this, in like one day, and it's going to take time. Be patient with yourself. You will get it. Or be patient maybe for the offer or the finalizing of, yes, you're hired, you have the job. Just be patient for that to come through, because I feel like for most of you, this is coming. It's just, be patient. You have to, maybe you wanted to start, but you got to wait and start. And there may be something to where you have to delay your start date. maybe because you have to find childcare or arrange childcare for the summer, something like that. So be patient with yourself and circumstances. This is a very beneficial rune. This means, you know, you are getting what you want. We just have to kind of slow down. It's going to take maybe just a little bit longer than we were thinking, or we're going to have to delay a start date or a move or a job change for just a little bit longer than we were thinking, but it's going to be all right. So that's what I see, Virgo, for me. As I mentioned, meet me over on the Vimeo page. The link is below in the show more area. I'm going to shuffle the Viking Oracle. And I want to focus on what this offer is and see if we can get some more information about that or more advice for you for the month of May. So I'll see you over there, and I'll see you back here next month. Thanks for watching.